in your business, as well as for the social marketers that you bring in. And then, guys, I'm going to go through a little bit of detail as in how it works, what the rules are, and so forth. But I don't want to keep you too long. So I'm not sure how long this is going to take me, but I want to do it as quickly as I can so that we can come back to some questions. So first of all, I just want to make it really clear that you understand that we run two complete separate businesses as such. The one is our normal network marketing, which is what we're doing now, LifeVantage. We're in 11 countries. The second opportunity is the cross-border e-commerce sales platform in China. Okay, you cannot join both. You cannot sell yourself to customers within China and be a LifeVantage distributor, but you can be a LifeVantage distributor and sign up other distributors, or what we call social marketers, in China. Okay, so please understand the difference. We have network marketing, which is what we do now and we've always done with the 11 countries. But then the way we sell in China is it's called a cross-border e-commerce sales platform. There is no network marketing allowed in China. It's illegal. And this, I want to tell you, has been fully approved, guys. I have had the certificate of approval sent through to me. I can show you it if you ever want to see it. I can show you it on my phone. I'm not allowed to send out copies of it, but I can show you it. Our products have got authorization numbers next to them. We have been fully approved by the Chinese government to sell on the e-commerce platform system, O2O. Okay, that's what it's called. So, two different systems. One is you can be a LifeVantage distributor. The other one is you can be a social marketer who lives in China or who has a China social security number. Okay, so you could live in Australia, be here as a student, but have a social security number for China because you're going to go back at some stage. You can then be a social marketer, but you can't be both. So how does the China business opportunity help your LifeVantage network marketing business? Number one, it gives you more people to talk to. So it's talking to prospects who have contacts, family or friends in China. And you know what? Before we could still talk to them, right? But now there's a massive, big reason that they should listen. And it is because we now, for the first time, can take Protandem to 1.4 billion people in China. And for them, it is a huge, big business opportunity. So people you may have spoken to in the past, that weren't really that keen to get involved because maybe they didn't have a network in Australia, but they may have a network in China. Those are the people now really you want to go back to or you want to find. You can talk to prospects who are good with online marketing. Guys, let me tell you that you could be sitting here in Australia, and I'm learning this stuff at the moment. You could enroll 50 social marketers in China just by working online, right? So there are many, many people in Australia and worldwide that are very good at doing online marketing. They could really make some tremendous income through this business. These distributors have to be Pro 3 to work in China. So number one, it gives you more people to talk to. Number two, it gives you a massive opportunity with online people. Number three, it gives you more Pro 3s. Guys, when somebody comes in because they want to grow in China, they have to be Pro 3. Pro 3 is 5,000 points. And you know what? They can't just hit it once. They have to be it every single month to earn commission. Okay? So what happens, you bring in one person who wants to build in China, that's 5,000 points that your business will grow and it'll stay at the 5,000, if not more, every single month because they have to maintain. So those are some pretty good reasons why you should think about building in China. The next one is if your current position is, for instance, a Pro 1 versus your current position plus 2 Chinese distributors, knowing that they have to be at least a Pro 3, guys, you could go from a Pro 1 to being a Pro 4 in 1 month. Why? Not because you've gone and found 4 or 5 or 10 new distributors. No, just because you found 2 people who want to build in China. Because you see, their immediate need is different to any other distributor you bring in. Any other distributor doesn't really have a big need to go Pro 3 in their first month. But a distributor who wants to build in China must be a Pro 3 to get their code. So you see what happens? You could be a Pro 2 and 2 new Chinese people or people with contacts in China, and you jump to being a Pro 4 because of the new volume. And guys, you know, it keeps going up. And of course, the more people you bring in, the more guaranteed you are of the 5,000 volume for each individual. And that's going to rank your business, and that's going to increase your local income as well. I have spoken to some Chinese people and I've said to them, so you're going to hit Pro 3 month 1, and how are you going to do it month 2? And they say, well, with the opportunity of what I can earn through China, if I need to, I'll just buy enough products every single month to hit my Pro 3. Guys, that's a different mindset, complete different mindset. So, guys, commission paid to the MLM LifeVantage business for social marketers sales. So look at this. When a distributor enrolls a social marketer, so you bring in that new person with a contact in China, they enroll somebody in China, the social marketer who has a Chinese social security number. They are going to earn 40% commission every single month, 40% match of what the social marketer is earning. So the sponsor, who has to be at least a Pro 3 minimum, is earning 40% of what the social marketer is earning. The second person who earns commission is, and remember, this is the LifeVantage normal MLM business commission, is the first Pro 5 or 6 directly up the line from where the sponsor is. How exciting is that? And they earn 20% of what the social marketer earned. And then the system looks for the third person. So, you know, like in our royalty commission now, we pay 9 people. Well, with China, we're paying 3 people. The first one is the sponsor, who has to be a Pro 3. Do you know what happens? If the sponsor did not maintain a Pro 3 rank, that commission jumps up the line and it goes to the first Pro 3 above. Isn't that incredible? But let's say the sponsor did maintain their rank and they're Pro 3, they're earning a 40% match, so 40% of what the social marketer earns. Then the system will look up the line. Doesn't matter if it's personally enrolled or not. It just goes up the tree, finds the first Pro 5 or 6, and pays them 20% of what the social marketer earned. And then it goes up again, looks for the first 7, 8, 9, or 10, and pays them 20% as well. So in number terms, let's say the social marketer earned $1,000. The sponsor is going to earn $400. The first Pro 5 or 6 is going to earn $200, and the first 7, 8, 9, or 10 is going to earn $200. And you know what? They've done nothing for it. It's just extra income. So the Chinese business person, let me explain to you the kind of structure that I would be suggesting to your Chinese friend. Now, it's really important, guys, that from day one that you explain to your Chinese friend or your Aussie friend or, you know, whoever that's got the Chinese contacts, that they can actually build a business here that gives him an 80% commission. Sorry, I put 90 down the bottom. My maths weren't so good this afternoon, but it's 80. So let me explain what I mean. So let's say you enroll Mr. A, right? Mr. A enrolls with you, and he's going to work really hard because he wants to start enrolling people in China. But what you're going to say to Mr. A is, actually, Mr. A, let's look at this strategy for your business. If you enroll your brother, who's Mr. B, and your brother also has his own business network, you know, he knows people in China, or he may know other Aussies who know people in China, and your brother goes and enrolls your other brother, Mr. C, lots of brothers in this family, who also has his own network, you can actually earn 3 times commission on the same social marketer's sales. So in other words, Mr. C is going to be the one who's going to enroll the social marketer. So he was signed up 3rd, right? So he's going to be the Pro 3 who's going to enroll the social marketer. He's going to earn 40%. Mr. B is going to be the 20%er because he's going to want to be a Pro 5, right? So as a family, these guys are going to work together because, guys, this is the Chinese culture. It is so beautiful. They all work together. And in business, they will work together to achieve the best commission they can get, and then they will split it between them. Right? So what's going to happen here is Mr. C, Mr. B, and Mr. A are going to be Pro 3, Pro 5, Pro 7. Collectively, they're going to earn 80% commission, and they are going to split it between the 3 of them, which gives them each 30%. Plus, what happens, because Mr. A is now Pro 7, he is going to earn a share in the pool. And there's going to be even more money for him to split with his other 2 brothers. So when you're talking to a Chinese contact or a person that's got contacts in China, don't just talk about being a Pro 3 to actually go into China. Show them what is possible. Show them how the 3 levels of commission works so that they can see the bigger picture, because you don't want them coming back later as well saying, you never showed me. You want to make sure, guys, that you show them. And look, what will happen is it's going to lock other people out of the commission. But if it means, guys, that you getting a Mr. A who's now a Pro 7, that has grown your original business by 100,000 points, opposed to just having Mr. C at a Pro 5 level. So I hope you understand. It's a bit difficult for me to explain this, but I hope that you understand the logic, I guess, behind this. As in, you know, if we get families to come in and work together, they will be a Pro 3, 5, and a 7. They're going to earn 3 commissions plus an elite pool, not an elite pool, a part of the share pool for China. And their commission is going to be way greater. So instead of, let's say Mr. A has a social marketer, he's not going to enroll them. Mr. C is. They're going to put all the social marketers under the bottom person, under the Pro 3. And so they're going to earn much more commission. And guys, Chinese people are exceptional business people. And when you show them this strategy, they will get really hooked and more interested. So how does the Chinese business opportunity help your LifeVantage business again? Let's look at this. You know, one new distributor, guys, could mean 100,000 more points. That's it. One new distributor who bring in their family, who want to do the triple income. Pro 7 is going to be the top rank. And it's going to be 100,000 more points in your business. Imagine this. You spend the next year and you just go find 10 Pro 7s. 10 of those Chinese people that we know Australia has many of our beautiful China population who are exceptional business people. You could be a Pro 10. Now, I want to keep stuff realistic, guys. I don't want to paint a picture and say we're all going to be pro 10 by the end of next year. But this is how the China business could impact your business. So I just want to show you what is possible. And of course, guys, as you rank, so does your income, right? As you climb the ranks, your income climbs as well. And you are all familiar with this statement. It's our income disclosure statement. So, do you know, I mentioned to you before, like if you could be a pro 1 now and you just go bring in 2 Chinese people who know they have to maintain pro 3, that puts you as a pro 4. Look what happens to your income. It jumps from $79 a month average to $1,193 a month average. Huge impact, guys. So, okay, the next thing I'd like to just show you is how does the Chinese or the social marketer earn income. So, guys, it's based on volume. This is the volume, so it's between 1 RMB, RMB is their currency, and 199, and you'll see there's a scale here. Now, 1 bottle of Protandim is 332 RMB. 332 RMB. So somebody who sells 1 bottle will be sitting in this category here, and they're going to earn a 2% commission. Most of our examples, and you'll see further on, I show you some, you know, we're sort of sitting around the 15+% commission. Most people are not going to just sell 1 bottle, right? They're going to really go out and sell quite a few more. But this is so that you know, if the Chinese person says to you, how do I earn my money? You show them this, okay? And guys, this is not like our conventional business where it's point-based. It's got nothing to do with points. This is all currency rate. So it's between 1 to 25% depending on the total volume that they produce. Now, the volume is calculated monthly. It is calculated from the first to the end of the month. Then, similar to how our system works now, the commission will be determined. So let's say their volume for the full month was 100,000 RMB. You'll see it falls in this category here. It's going to be 16% commission, and they will be paid on the 20th of the following month. Pretty similar to how our system works now. That's the social marketer. So we look at how much volume they've done in the month, where that falls on the scale, and then on the 20th of the following month, they get their commission. For us as the sponsors and the upline earning the 40, 20, 20%, we get paid on the 25th, so 5 days after the social marketer. So have a look at this, guys. Now, it's important to note that the average monthly income in China for a new graduate is 6,000 RMB a month. And my husband and I have looked at, one of his colleagues is over in China, and we've had a look at what he earns, and he's a top end senior professional guy, and he's on about 270,000 RMB a year. So the new graduate is earning 72,000 a year. The top end senior professional is earning around 300,000 at the most. Now have a look at this. Bottles of Protandim per month. So this is how many the social marketer sells. Total RMB, so total value in their currency of how much it's going to be. What commission they earn. How much the RMB commission is per month, right? So this is per month. This is per month. And then how much they're earning per annum. So when we have a look at the 6,000 here, have a look here, guys. This is only just like over 100 bottles a month, and you are earning what a new graduate earns. And, you know, according to Shelly, she said her grandma can sell 200 a day. So, Shirley told me that a very good number to work on for a social marketer who's active and works hard is 7,500 bottles a month. That almost seems crazy, right? But 7,500 sits between here. Holy moly, guys, look at this. So a professional that's earning 300,000 a year can now earn 4 million a year. Seems crazy, right? But this is the power of this table. So I'll tell you, we've just sent this guy that I'm talking about, we've sent him a proposal and showed him what's possible here. And in my comments, I've said to him, 5,000 units a month will earn you 3.79 million RMB a year. That's powerful, because I knew that would get his attention. Now, let me explain this next strategy to you, because this is really important. So can a social marketer sign up another social marketer? And the answer is no. They can only sign up customers. But they can give their code. Let's say, I'm Mr. A and Mr. B, C, D, E, and F are my family. And I've had a chat with them. And I've shown them just how much commission we can make on this table. Look here. If we all worked together under the one code, which is my code, and together we bring in 5,000 units sales a month, we could earn, the five of us together can earn almost 4 million RMB in a year. Guys, that is incredible income for China. So that is what we anticipate the Chinese people will do. Because let's say my social marketer in China chats to his buddy and his buddy says, oh, I want to do that too. He's not going to send him to me. No way, Jose, because he sends him to me. He doesn't get 1 cent of commission. But he's going to say to him, that's cool. Here's my code. You work. Let's keep track of, how many you sell. They'll work out some system of how they're going to do that. And when it's payday, they share the commission. So when you look at the numbers here, these numbers are not going to just be for one person, guys. These guys are going to pull together and they are going to work together. When you get online people that are exceptional at what they do, I believe to get 10,000 units sold in a month is not going to be a lot. Because we're talking about a population of 1.4 billion people. So this is massive for you to understand and to learn how this works, and also to understand really what is an average wage now? What is a top end wage? Because then it's really good to compare and show them just what is possible. So I hope you understand that table. Now let me show you this. So China social marketer remuneration, and this is just an example for the social marketer's income as well as the LifeVantage distributor income. So here we've got a social marketer who's selling 100 bottles a month, which apparently should be super easy, right? 100 bottles a month. He is earning, so if you look at the calculation, you take 100 times 33250 RMB, because that's how much it is per unit. And the total sales then for the month will be 33,250 RMB. Now we know for this volume, he's going to earn 14% commission. So we work out 14% on that, and that is 4,655 RMB, almost a full-time wage. But now we know that the sponsor is going to earn 40% of that. So we work it out. 40% of that is 1,862 RMB, and divided by 5, because that's our conversion, guys. You will be earning as the sponsor $372 from your social marketer that sells 100 bottles a month. You go and find 10 social marketers that do 100 bottles a month, you are now earning 10 times this just through your social marketers. The Pro 5 and 6 above the sponsor, as well as the 7, 8, 9, or 10 above that, will earn $204 Aussie from the 100 bottles. So as mentioned before, commission is calculated monthly and it's paid to the social marketer on the 20th, and it's paid to the distributor, LifeVantage distributors, these three folk here, on the 25th. Now let's look at another example, 300 bottles. So maybe you got a family here that are working together, okay, and they're selling 300 bottles every month. They will earn 14,962 RMB. Guys, that's over 2 graduates' full-time wages just by selling 300 bottles in a month. The sponsor is going to earn $1,197, and the 5 and 6 and the 7, 8, 9, and 10 is going to earn $598. Imagine you are the only 7, 8, 9, or 10 in your line, and 10 of your distributors have got social marketers. You're going to earn $598 times 10, literally by doing nothing. Okay, but to qualify, guys, as a Pro 7 or above for the share, so what LifeVantage is doing is they're taking 4% of all the China sales every month, starting November. They pool it all together. They look at which 7, 8, 9s, and 10s are involved. So this is Pro 7, 8, 9, or 10 are involved and have business running in China. Doesn't have to be personally enrolled. It can just be in their downline. They look at, let's say there's 10 million in sales, and let's say my downline does $1 million. I will get 10% of the pool because they're going to actually divide it according to how much business your downline is running in China. So that's another massive reason, guys, why getting to Pro 5 and above is really important to do. Let's look at this last example. Now, I didn't want to go into the tens of thousands of examples because I want to keep things real. You know, I think that's going to happen. Certainly it is going to happen for some of us, but I want to keep it real as we grow this business. Now, for somebody who brings in 1,000 bottles sales a month, so again, this could be a family. This could be 3, 4, 5 people working together. 1,000 bottles, they earn 332, sorry, that's the total volume. They're earning 56,000 RMB a month. Because that's enormous. That's almost 10 graduates' salaries. The sponsor, LifeVantage distributor sponsor, is going to earn 4,500. Guys, that's enormous. That's like a Pro 6 income now. So you could double your income. The 5 and 6 is going to earn 2,261 in Aussie, and so is the Pro 7, 8, 9, or 10. That's 20% match. So have a look at this example, and you can just, you know, because it's 1,000 units, you can times that by 10 if you want to see how many 10,000 would, you know, how much that would make. So, guys, what I want you to remember as well is that Cortland told me that, Charlotte, we will change families in China by giving them this opportunity. And he said some families just selling 1 bottle a month will change their lives. So as we work on these figures, guys, I'm very cautious not to make it sound like it's all about money, okay, because it isn't. You guys know that. We love our product. We love how we help people feel better. And certainly China needs this product. The pollution, the toxic environment that they live in, it's horrible. So we know that we can service the population there by giving them this product. And at the same time, we can probably help a heck of a lot of families out of poverty. So how exciting. So, guys, I did this table for you as well, which I've put in some English there so that we all understand what it means. And in the red really is where I've put in what the sponsor's income will be. Now, isn't it insane? Like if you look at 50,000 bottles. Huh?
I've got a Chinese person that I'm like.
Grace is busy talking to a Chinese person already. Guys, look at this. What if you spent the next 3 years setting up a business that's going to do 50,000 units in China every month? Holy moly, 3.5 million income a year? Huh? So let me tell you, I have been thinking, how can these numbers be right? But then I've been thinking, to be a Pro 10 in LifeVantage and earn over $1 million a year, probably more like 1.5 million a year, you need to have 25,000 people buy 1 bottle of Pro Tandem. So look at the numbers, 25,000 people, 1 bottle of Pro Tandem. It's very close to the figures there, right? So how smart is LifeVantage? They literally are paying us what they would pay us as normal distributors to go and find these social marketers in China. The big difference, though, guys, is that China's market is enormous. Guys, think about 1.7 billion people compared to Australia, 24 million. Isn't it a huge difference? So that's why this opportunity is so exciting. So as I mentioned before, guys, the Pro 3 or the sponsor earns 40%. As you can see on the left-hand side there, the first 5 or 6 earns 20, and the first 7, 8, 9, or 10 earns 20. So I've had this question. So what if the sponsor is a Pro 5? Who earns the next 20%? Well, actually, the system's going to look for the next 5 or 6. Okay, so even if you are Pro 5 as the sponsor, the system is still going to go look for the next 5 or 6, or the next 7, 8, 9, or 10 above you. And as I mentioned before, if you are not an active Pro 3 and you've got a social marketer working under you, that commission will not be paid to you, but it's going to go up the line to the first Pro 3 above you. So don't ever let that happen. So how exciting is this? Great, right? Now, guys, you know that to have a successful business, you need to have a successful product. And why is building my business with Pro Tandem a great business, especially in China? Well, it's important for you to know this, and it's important that you share this with people that you talk to. You know, it's a unique product, guys, based on new science. It's first to the market. Every entrepreneur, every business person wants to hear those words. You are first to market. 15th of November, we launched in China. It's not even a month. Huge retention on this product because people are getting results and it is affordable. The results, guys, it works. We see it daily. You've seen it, right? We see it daily. It is proven. This is a big deal for Chinese people too. They want to see studies. They want to see that it is proven. It is an anti-aging, which is a trend in China. And immortality trends in China are huge. There's a big drive to living forever. So absolutely everything we need in China is what we have in Pro Tandem. And another big reason why we love this product is because LifeVantage is incredibly generous, and they pay 45 cents out of every dollar that comes into the company in sales. They pay out on commission. So you're not going to get that in any job or any sales business that you work for. The other thing, guys, is our other products. You know, every product developed by LifeVantage has a point of difference, and it falls into the category of science or NRF2 activation. It's unique. And Dr. Fifi told me on Twitter that she will not develop any Me Too products. And a Me Too product is just something that everybody else has. And it's like when you say to them, oh, my product is a protein shake, what's yours? And they go, Me Too. You don't want that. And that is what our company is known for and will continue to do, is all of our products are unique. Look at it. This is going to be in China, guys. At the moment, we have the protein shake, NRF2 and True Science, but Cortland has already told me they're fast-tracking some of these products to be in there ASAP. So can you imagine the China market? Do you know how much they love omegas? They're going to love Axio. I can just see it. Have you been to the international airport and waited in the lines at duty free? Because almost every person returning somewhere in Asia have got bottles and bottles of vitamins. Have you seen that? I've stood and watched thinking, oh my gosh, this really interests me. So let me quickly run through some of these things. Why China? Well, guys, China has the largest consumer market in the world, 1.4 billion people. 35% of the world's online shopping is done in China, and $674 billion is spent. Almost 50% of China's online shopping is done on their mobile. That's why you need to be on WeChat, guys. If you haven't downloaded the WeChat app, please do that. Send me a friend request. Search for me. My name is Biohack Your Body. Send me a request and I'll add you to our group. Trends in China. We know what we're offering as LifeVantage is exactly what China wants. They want great entrepreneurial businesses, health, anti-aging, e-commerce. They want to buy online. LifeVantage business model for China is not direct sales, guys. It's not MLM. It is basically just online shopping using a cross-border e-commerce platform called O2O. O2O stands for online to offline, or offline to online, sorry. So offline, in other words, product in a warehouse to online selling. I've actually been on there. I've played around a bit on my site. It's pretty exciting. Products are registered and approved, as I've mentioned before, guys, and it is not for on-the-ground retail sales. So if you've got somebody who's got a shop in China, well, sorry, they can't sell it in the shop. It's not allowed. Okay, they've got to sell it online. They can have their own websites online. They are allowed to do marketing, advertising, putting ads in newspapers. They can develop ads on Facebook. That's all fully allowed. Okay, they can do that. A great benefit too for doing the cross-border e-commerce system is that the VAT is reduced to 11.9, which makes the product more affordable. And guys, this is a system used by many, many international brands. You can see them there: Costco's, Macy's, Target's, P&G, Unilever, Blackmore's, many more. So what is the system? Well, why we've chosen this one is that it is the most secure channel for quality product. And Chinese are very concerned about that. They don't want to buy copied products. So when you say to them, our product comes from the US, it actually goes through the Chinese customs and then it's delivered to your front door as a customer. They love that because they know there can be no interference with the product. So inside of China, you can be one of two things. You're either going to be a social marketer and you can order your own product and use it. There is a limit on how much you can order every month. Or you can just be a customer, right? And guys, the e-commerce site is used by the social marketers or by the customers. So when the person, the social marketer signs up or you sign up, you're going to get a code. And when you have a customer, a social marketer who wants to enroll with you in China, you just give them your code. You cannot directly enroll customers. They have to go through a social marketer. Shipping is only $6.50 from the US straight to their door, 5 to 10 days. It's almost quicker than sending something from Brisbane to Perth. And I've mentioned that other stuff to you. So Chinese nationals who register on the e-commerce platform can be social marketers, right? So you've got to be a Chinese national. They pay local taxes, guys. So as they're making the money, and that's why it's so controlled and why we have to have approval, is because every bit of money they're going to earn will be declared and they're going to pay tax on it. promote LifeVantage products to customers in China via the e-commerce platform. We have to follow the laws and regulations, which we're doing. So they issued the QR code, guys, and their replicated website. We are going to train them. I'm planning a trip to China around about February, I'm thinking, maybe early March, to go and meet up with any social marketer that we have in our team that would like some training. LifeVantage has got, I believe it's over 500 different venues where we can go do training for free. We've just got to get there. So if you got social marketers, keep that in mind. We will train them, we'll mentor them. In the meantime, we can train them on Zoom or however, it's possible now. But we will also be going over, I'm sure many of our leaders in the future will be going over and training as well. So for the social marketer, there's absolutely no sign-up fee. There's no monthly requirements in terms of order. They can do it or they don't. It doesn't cost them anything. They cannot claim, of course, that we're going to cure, treat, or prevent any disease. So we got to train them on that. And they can promote any other products. There's no rule that because we have a supplement, they can't promote any other supplements. They can do whatever they want. So the customers that the Chinese social marketers enroll have to be Chinese nationals. They register on the O2O platform with their name, their Chinese ID, and their personal information. And guys, this is very important. There's a 7-day return policy. Customers can send their goods back within 7 days of receiving it. So these are the products launched right now. It's True Science, the Protein Shake, and Nerve 2. And as I said, we are fast-tracking more products. This is what the site looks like. So I actually took this as a screenshot of my site. Guys, this is what it looks like. It's online shopping. That's all it is. So you find somebody in China who's good at doing online shopping. You give them this extra business, which is extra income. They promote it online. That's it. Voila. We got some sales and they're going to earn money and you're going to earn some money and we're going to have a much healthier China.